That's her. On the right, the brindle with the white spot on her neck. Rough housing with her siblings. I didn't know it then, but that was my girl. Someone who could take all the love and attention I had to give and love me in return without end. After all, that's what all dogs do. The only thing I regret about my current trip across America is that I couldn't bring my girl Talullah with me. She's a delicate flower who gets car sick. I'm lucky that I know how much her dad loves her and that he will take care of her until I get back. We adopted Lula together when she was only 8 weeks old. We were actually supposed to get one of her siblings. We had a name picked out and everything. But when we visited the litter of puppies, I picked her up. And as she hung contentedly in my arms, I told my then husband, I can't put her down. And I didn't. In addition to Talullah, I've loved many dogs. And I can tell you, they're all too good for us. And if you've ever owned a dog, you know I'm right. It's said that we began domesticating the wolf when we lured them inside some 12,000 years ago. Humans and Canis lupus familiaris have been building a bond ever since. Recent studies utilizing MRIs have proven what dog parents have always known. They really do love us. When we look into their eyes and they gaze intently back, both brains are flooded with the hormone oxytocin, the love hormone. In addition to love, dogs are capable of experiencing jealousy, empathy, and grief. They can read our expressions and therefore our moods better than any other animal. The bonding that occurs between a dog and its human has made them the perfect service animals. And their primary service to us, outside of the home, has been in war. The Michigan War Dog Memorial in South Lyon, Michigan, is a beautiful memorial to our selfless and brave companions. The Michigan War Dog Memorial first served as a family pet cemetery from the 1930s to the 1980s. In the 1980s, new burials stopped. The cemetery was abandoned and fell into disrepair. A significant portion of the cemetery is devoted to those dogs that served us at home, beloved companions, guardians of the home front. In 2010, Army veteran Phil Whiteloff became aware of the cemetery, which had a monument to war dogs that served in World War II. He spent the next 2 years raising money and reclaiming the land. Dogs have been used in war since Greek and Roman times. There have been stories of heroism and service from dogs during wartime, since we've been fighting. A letter from a Confederate soldier during the American Civil War tells of coming across a dead Union soldier and his dog. Quote, "They tried to coax her to leave her dead master, but without avail. She actually seemed to weep, and when they had at one time succeeded in getting her to follow them for as much as 10 steps, she ran back, whining, to the body and curled herself up again in his arms." There's Sergeant Stubby, a pit mix like my Lula, who served his regiment in World War I. Chips, who single-handedly took down 3 Italian soldiers during World War II. Each headstone represents an individual story of service of a beloved family member, a police canine, or a war dog. The cemetery is a solemn thank you to our 4-legged friends and companions. The most difficult part of the cemetery is the Vietnam War Memorial. There are 4,234 dogs listed by name and tattoo. And what confirms that each and every one of the billion dogs in the world are better than us is the fact that of those 4,234 dogs deployed to Vietnam, only 204 returned home. No, not because of the Vietnamese, not because of the enemy, but because the U.S. Army classified them as excess equipment. Chico, Nemo, and Kaiser are the names of some of the heroic service dogs that served during the Vietnam War. Nemo, who fought on after being wounded to protect his human until help could come. Kaiser, who led a night patrol and was the first canine death listed in Vietnam. Those are names you might know, but there are literally 4,030 dogs who served with the love, loyalty, and devotion that you can only get from a dog, and we killed them rather than let their handlers bring them home. Yeah, I can't clean that up, but I can at least let you know that in 2015, Congress passed legislation that guarantees the safe return of all retired military dogs to the United States after serving abroad. So to my dog, my beloved dog that I love and I miss so much, and to your dog, and to all dogs, thank you. Thank you for the unconditional love and the endless affection. We may not be worthy of it, but I don't know what we'd do without it.
Hi, baby. Who's the prettiest girl? Who's the prettiest girl? Hi, my love. Who's the pretty girl? Little pretty girl? Little prettiest girl. Little prettiest girl. Hi, baby. Mommy miss you.
Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week.